everyone. Today we're going to do something really fun. I'm going to press my gorgeous little colourful koala picture onto a cute little cotton shopping bag. This picture has a few different colours in it, so that's what I want to show you today, how to layer your picture onto your piece of fabric, your t-shirt, your shopping bag, whatever you have. So in my previous video I showed you in Cricut Design Space how to actually build colours up into your black and white images, and today I'm going to show you how to press it onto whatever you have. I mean, I'm doing a cute little cotton shopping bag, but you can do whatever you like. The vinyl that I use when I layer is Siser HTV. The reason that I use Siser HTV is it is fantastic for layering. You only need about a 3-second first press just to get it to stick to your material. That way, when you peel your backing sheet off, and you can peel that hot or cold with Siser HTV, you can then put your next colour, your next layer down, only another 3-second press for that, and so on and so on. And the reason for that is because it only needs that 3-second initial press. Each layer that you do after that, you're not burning the previous layers. I don't use Cricut brand for this, only because you need a really good initial press for each layer. And I just feel that when you're layering more colours on top, it's too much on the layers below it. It's just not so much burning them, but you get that awful sort of bubbly, ripply look to it. Siser HTV it only needs that initial maybe 3 seconds, and then you can build up your layers. So that's why I use that. Now, if you have a different brand vinyl that you find also layers fantastic, pop it in the comments, and we'll all learn from each other. I just use this one. I think it's pretty good for layering, but if there's another one that you use, I'd love to know it. So here we go. We've got our gorgeous little cotton shopping bag here. This is just a cute little cotton shopping bag. You can pick these up really cheaply, and they're fun for little gifts, or just to take down the local shops, wherever you want to use it. Book bags for your kids, all that sort of thing. I've got all my little layers here ready to go. I've cut them out. Whoops, I've cut them out. They're all ready to go. I've got my easy press here. I've got my Cricut heat resistant mat there. These are things that I use. If you use something different, that's fine. Always remember as well to clean the surface as well. Always give that a little going over with your lint roller. Whoops, my lint roller's not cooperating too much with me today. There you go. Look at that. Nice and clean and ready to go. So this is how I start off. I'm going to turn on my Cricut heat press here. Now, Siser HTV only needs to be on 150 degrees Celsius. Now, Fahrenheit, I will work that out for you, and I'll splash it across the screen there if you're working in Fahrenheit. I work in Celsius, so I'm doing 150 for your Siser. Whatever brand you're going to use for this, make sure you know your temperatures for each brand. Siser HTV is fantastic because you really only need a 10 to 15 second press, no flipping, no redoing on the other side, and it's fantastic. So that's why I'm using this. You just need an initial press of about 3 seconds for each layer, and you really only need 10 to 15 for the entire thing. So that's why it's great for layering. So now, how I always start, I like to iron in a little crease to show me where the middle of my bag is. So line that up, make sure that that's nice and even there. And I'm going to flip this around. The only reason I flip this around is because I don't like the cord to be there. So I'm going to flip this around. We're on our 150 degrees Celsius. We've halved that. We've folded that in half. Give it a little press. Does it need to be too much? Flip that around so you can see it. And that way we know exactly where our middle is. There we go. That's our middle. With your base layer, now for me, I'm going to be doing the whole black outline as my base layer. What I want you to do is fold that in on itself, not on the sticky side, on the non-sticky side. Get that nice and straight there. Pop it down. And what you're going to do is you're not going to fold that whole thing over on itself, because we don't want to put a mark and a fold in our vinyl. But all I want you to do is line that up and just pinch that very top end there and pinch the bottom layer there. Just so that when you look at it now, you've just got a tiny indent there and a tiny indent there, and it just makes it easier to see the middle. So we're going to pop that there. Now let's just do a little preheat. Turn that around so we don't burn the cord. Just do a little preheat on your surface. Just for about 5 seconds. There we go. Now we should still be able to see our line, which we can. I'm going to be putting my design a little bit further up. Now, if you were just doing your image and that's all, you would try and line it up into the center. I'm doing a little bit higher up only because at a later stage, I might have my little koala Ken here and I might put somebody's name there as a gift. So I'm just going to have it a little bit higher up. So let's do our press. All right, so normally, as you can see here, normally with Siser Easy Weed, I would have it on 150 degrees Celsius for 15 seconds. Now, because we're doing just 3 seconds per layer, I want to change the time down to 3 seconds, just so that we don't overdo it. Now I'm going to turn that around just so that I don't burn my cord, and we're ready to go with our first layer. So we've got our little outline of Ken the koala here. We know where our middle is here. We're on our heat resistant mat. We've got our top and bottom lines marked here. So let's pop that on there now. A little bit higher up only because I'm going to be putting a name on there later on, but you don't need to do that. There we go. I might put that down just a tad, and we're lining that up there and that up there. Okay, beautiful. Let's have a look. I think that looks good because I'm going to put somebody's name, maybe a little bit further down. That's all right, it's all trial and error. There we go. So we've got our line, we've got our 2 markers there, we know that's in the middle. A little bit higher up than I normally would, but I'm going to put a name there. Okay, so let's do our first initial press. So like I said, we only need about 3 seconds for this. Now, I know a lot of you use parchment paper whenever you press. I don't, especially if it's just a nice cotton fabric. I will be using parchment paper for this one, only because, and I'll show you why when we do our next layer, when this backing paper comes off and you're putting your next layer on, you're going to have pieces of exposed vinyl showing, and you don't want your easy press to be pressing just on that bare. You want something protecting that vinyl that's out in the open there. You don't want to burn that. So I'm not going to worry about it for my first layer because we've got our backing sheet. So we've got 150 degrees for 3 seconds, and let's do that. Nice firm pressure. There we go. Okay, give it a little shake. I like to give it a little shake just to cool it down a little bit. With Siser Easy Weed, you can pull it off while it's warm. It doesn't need to be cool, but I just like to leave it for a couple of seconds. So let's pull that initial one off there. There we go. Okay, so we're about to do our second layer, which is going to be a little grey body. So all you need to do is just try and line that up the best you can so you can see all of the black outline. So there you go, look at that, that looks great. This is what I'm talking about. This is why I use parchment paper while I'm layering. You could be really careful and just put your machine as far over there as you can, but just to make sure that you're not pressing your very hot heat press right onto these exposed layers that are underneath. That's when you use your parchment paper. So we're going to use that. We're up to 150. Whoops, move that over so you can see. Up to 150. I've still got it set to 3. I'm just going to turn this around once again so that I don't burn my cord there. So we're going to do that for 3 seconds. Okay, take that off. Move our parchment paper. Just give that a little shake. Cool. Remember that if you're using Siser Easy Weed, it's a cool peel, so you can take that straight off. And there's our grey layer. All right, what should we do next? I think we should do his cute little pink ears and his little eyes. So let's pop that down. Try and line that up there as best we can. There you go. That looks pretty good. Parchment paper once again. And we're going to pop that down for another 3 seconds. It's not much, but with the Siser Easy Weed, it is just enough. Pull that down a little bit, just to do that little bit so that it is stuck to the layer below it. What have we got now? Let's do his nose and mouth. How does that look? Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Parchment paper. Once again, 3 seconds. That's it, that's all we need. Parchment paper off. Give it a little shake. And only because it's pretty hot. Take that off. We're looking pretty good. Ken the koala, he is looking very good. Let's do the branches of the tree next. So we'll line that up. Okay, just carefully. I think that looks pretty good. Look at that. Every koala has to have a tree. Just for the Australian people watching, I know what you're thinking. Have no idea why Cricut have put little Ken the koala on what looks like a piece of bamboo, because everybody in Australia knows that Ken wouldn't be sitting on bamboo. He'd be sitting on the eucalyptus tree, but hey, who are we to quibble with Cricut? Okay, put that on there, another 3 seconds. Okay, there we go. Take that off. I might just do a little bit there. I don't know whether I got that whole thing there. Just do another, make sure I got that whole length there. Take your parchment paper off. Give it a little shake just to make sure that you're not burning your hands when you touch this vinyl, because it is still hot. That comes off there. He's looking good. Ken the koala on his bamboo for some strange reason. But anyway, maybe he just likes to live outside the box, our little Ken. And there we go. There's our cute little green leaves. Just to finish us off. Another 3 seconds. There we go. We're done with that. That off. Give Ken a shake. Give him a little shake. Take that off. Look at that. That looks fantastic. And because we've only done 3 seconds, 3 seconds, 3 seconds, I might just do another just total sort of overall press. But maybe just, I'm going to change this to maybe just a 10 seconds. So click on your little time here and we'll put it up to about 10 seconds. I think that's all we need. There we go. Because we've pretty much, turn this back around, we've pretty much, each layer is down. I just want a little go over just to finish him off. Let's go. Just a little tiny bit. Just move it around so that it's right on there for 10 seconds. There we go. That's all we need. Just need to turn our little Cricut off. Always make sure that you turn that off. Always make sure that you're putting it onto your little base if you've got one of these Cricut easy press, because this is very hot. Okay, let's pull that off. And there we go. There is little Ken the koala, and that's our little cotton shopping bag. Absolutely gorgeous. Ken the koala, and that is how you layer up your heat transfer vinyl, whichever brand you use. Like I say, I like using the Siser just because it's easier to layer, but I think he's really cute and I will take him shopping. Thank you for watching my video. Please like and subscribe, because I would like to do a few more of these videos. I'm enjoying them. I hope that you are. Hope that we can all learn together. So like and subscribe, and I'll do a few more projects and we'll see what we can come up with. Okay, bye.